cooling sensation. It's like a menthol. It's like a, that feeling you get with an
Mhm.
icy hot, just like if you ate icy hot. I don't suggest that. That's weird. Don't do that.
We are going to try a bottle sample that was sent to us from Nick, one of our Patreon. Thank you very much, Nick. Which is Frey Ranch Bottled and Bond Rye 6-year old. Now, recently I reviewed a Frey Ranch bourbon, and I think a while ago both you and I even reviewed a Frey Ranch bourbon,
It
and
was a
they,
barrel strength, yeah.
yeah, yeah, barrel strength,
Bourbon
like
Pursuit pick, I
farmhouse,
think.
yeah, something like that. They've gotten better over time, but we've never tried their rye. And generally speaking, if you know anything about bourbon, rye, whiskey, and you've been in this for any period of time, you know that the ryes generally mature quicker and get to a higher quality quicker. Uh, so I'm excited to try this. I think it'll be good. So I don't know.
Yeah, and so let's give us a little bit of background for Frey Ranch if you're unfamiliar. Out of
Nevada,
Nevada, Nevada,
Nevada,
Nevada,
Nevada.
and they're kind of like named to fame, or their theme is terroir. So it's like they grow the grains close to the distillery. They use those grains then for their mash bills. So everything kind of has this like Nevada feel. So somewhat
Yeah,
unique in that sense. In our previous, I'd say we've enjoyed them. Haven't been um,
over the moon.
over the moon. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good way to say that. Enjoyed them,
yeah.
but not over the moon.
I think for us, they are our Starlight. I will give Starlight probably a little more credit sometimes than they're due, just because they're close by, small craft. I love them. I want to support them. They got a weak spot. I've got a weak spot for them. I'm sure if you're over there in the Nevada area, same thing with you. But anyone that's willing to do like everything from start to finish, I mean, some of the best restaurants are farm to table restaurants. Let's just be honest. This is like farm to table bourbon and rye. So I want them to succeed. I want it to be good. Just say.
Yeah, yeah, and we've probably had more Starlight than we have Frey
Frey
Ranch,
Ranch.
so it's maybe I appreciate Starlight more, but that's also because I've had more of it. So let's see. The matter at hand is the six
Yep.
year Bottle and Bond Rye, which I mean Brian's not here. Brian's our rye guy.
Yeah.
Um, it takes a lot for a rye for me to like it. So we'll see
Miss.
here. I'm mostly Kentucky rye. We don't have so we don't really have a mash bill since this
Yeah.
was sent by Nick. So we just have a little
I don't
sample
find it
vial.
was.
So we don't
I
know
will
the
say.
proportion of rye to corn, to
Hmm.
barley. I'm more of a Kentucky rye fan, which is like 51% rye
Yep.
and the rest corn, and so it tastes more like bourbon.
Yeah. I will say that nose is super unique. I've
Holy
never
cow, that
had
is
something
not
like
just
that.
unique, bro, but like that's really good.
Yes. So it
It's like
is
a
bottled and bond straight rye, 100% winter cereal rye. So it's 100% rye.
100% rye.
So there you go.
Take that MGP. Put that
Yeah.
95.5.
Which, to be fair, we can say that when you do 100% rye, it is a very hard thing to distill because it gunks
Yeah,
up the whole
yeah, it's like
system.
sticky and
Yeah, that might that must be where this like super unique nose comes in. So I get
um.
some
But
spearmint.
done some of the new riff stuff, aren't they 100% rise? So I guess it's not uncommon to do
Yeah.
100% rye nowadays.
The only one I knew for sure was Woodinville. Woodinville does 100% rye. I thought New Riff
Okay.
was still like a little bit malted barley because a lot of people put a little bit of that in to get the fermentation
The
process
enzymes,
started
yeah.
to yeah. It's like it reminds me of the Spearmint 5 gum. That's what I'm getting.
I'm getting something like sweet, like it's a sweet candy note. Maybe it's just like a sugared candy.
Yeah.
Not I'm trying. I was saying a candy note, and then it's like there's no other flavors that go with it, so it's like a candied sugar
Hmm. That's why
with a
I'm
little
getting
bit of
that.
that herbal
Yeah.
mint.
Spearmint 5 gum.
Yeah, maybe I'm going more of like a yeah. I was gonna say Altoid, but that's not right either.
Maybe Andy's mints.
There you go.
That might be it. Get the little bit of chocolate note. Yeah. There we are. Oh, I could just smell this. Like it's so good.
Nose is fantastic.
Ooh. That is a lot of spearmint all the way through. Wow.
A lot of mint.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
No.
lingering. My goodness,
Yeah.
the finish is all. It's just like a cooling that cooling sensation that you get with like oh the old winter fresh gum. It's like it
Yeah.
tastes much cooler.
Yeah. I was gonna say or
Sorry,
like
you should edit that out. But
Listerine.
Listerine, it's not Listerine. Gosh, that's like burn your mouth. But um,
Not quite that bad, but
no, it's a cooling sensation. It's like a menthol. It's like a that feeling you get with an
Mhm.
icy hot. Just like if you ate icy hot. I don't suggest that. That's weird. Don't do that. But that's what you're getting. I've never done that. I don't think. Yeah,
it's
I mean,
it's
in like
good though.
baseball, when you used to like rub the
Yeah.
icy hot out on the, they would have been this arm. I'm a right-hander, but
Yeah.
and then you were just like,
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I guess if you have a cold,
No, there you go, like some Vicks vapor rub. Just like
yeah.
I'm just gonna rub some Frey Ranch Ball and Bond 6 year rye on my chest, or
On
my
the
baby
chest
on my
too.
baby's chest.
Hey, you joke about things like that, but you wouldn't be surprised the number of times we go to like a pediatrician here in Kentucky and they're like, so just use a little bourbon in this concoction and you're good. No, I remember
Only
I
in
don't go to,
Kentucky.
yeah, I don't go to a pediatrician, but like when I went to the doctor and they're like, so here's your choice. Because I had a
Oh,
cough. They're like,
yeah, even though like it's not by
yeah,
like a height thing
it's
anymore.
not by
Like you
height.
say,
Thank
like you've
goodness. Yeah.
graduated out of a pediatrician, even though
Yeah.
you're still like the size of a child.
Yeah, due to a lot of laws. Luckily, it's no longer on height. It's age statement, even in Kentucky. No.
It's a statement. It's like bourbon.
So yeah, so going to the doctor, I had a cough, and they literally were like, "So we can recommend some cough syrup, and we'll even write you a prescription for the good cough syrup with like the codeine, or just make yourself a whole bunch of hot
Yes,
toddies with extra bourbon." It's
buddies.
the exact same thing. Like if you look at it chemically, it's basically the same. Just go with it. And I'm like, cool. I've never been told to drink bourbon from the doctor until now. This is great.
Yeah, the liver might not perceive it as the same thing, but yeah.
Mm.
All right. Same thing for the throat.
All right, so back to the rye. It is if I feel like the caveat has to be if you like spearmint, you're going to be okay. If you have an absolute despise of spearmint, you cannot handle it. You cannot drink this at the end of the day. Like we have to caveat that number one thing is you have to like spearmint.
I mean, to me for a rye, like this, I'm really enjoying this. Oh, there's
Yep.
something else there on the nose. Like I'm spearmint. It's like I said candied sugar. There's a little bit of a fruit note. Um, but yeah, then definitely like the finish is all spearmint. But what you don't get, like what I get on some ryes, no dill pickle,
Yeah.
um, no like over herbal or spiciness. I mean, it's really that mintiness that
Yeah.
is revealing of the rye.
Yeah, no, this is definitely like when you first drink it, you do get a little bit of the grain notes and not bad grain notes. You just get a little bit of
Yeah,
grainy notes that I very much enjoy, followed by a whole bunch of spearmint and some sweetness. There's a little bit of caramel in there. And then it just finishes with that nice uh, menthol
yeah, cooling.
evergreen cooling finish that's good. Like I just keep thinking this is going to be great in a mint julep. That's where I am. Like um there's the thumbs up. Done everything. Like
There it is. It hurt
the
it.
AI system agrees.
Yeah.
that this would be like just great in that type of a cocktail.
I like how your brain goes to using it in a cocktail. My brain was like, put this in a toasted barrel and give it to me in a
Oh,
like because like you give a little bit of like that toasted American oak, like this
mhm.
is gonna be really good. So like that nose in particular, like this is fantastic, especially at 100 proof. This is
Yeah,
really nice.
yeah, absolutely.
This is, I
I,
mean, I'm loving this to be honest. And
yeah,
sorry, Brian's not here to enjoy this with us,
yeah,
because he likes Rise. But this is, I mean, from Frey Ranch, by far the best Frey Ranch that I've had.
yes.
There's not any of that overly dominant, crafty, grainy notes. Really well. I mean, it is we've kind of single noted or dominant noted as far as that menthol, but really well balanced. I think from what it gives you and the nose, palate, and finish. This is a great expression of rye, and particularly at that 100 proof.
Yeah. I think that says everything. So yeah, if you see the Frey Ranch 6-year bottle and bond rye and you like ryes and you're okay with spearmint, pick it up. I think you will absolutely enjoy it. Uh, yeah, I think it's the probably the best thing I've had from Frey Ranch. So there you go. With
Thanks for
that,
sending, Nick.
yeah, definitely. You if you find something else just good, we'll gladly try that too. So,
Send more fragrant rice.
yes. Yeah, with that, thanks for the samples. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.
Stay neat.